Hello, BookTube. Let's open some more mail, shall we? I've got 5 book packages here. Let's do them in ascending order of size. Starting with this one. Let's see what this is. Oh, it's 2. Oh my. These are Norton critical editions, where you get, I think I've mentioned them before on this channel, where you get the work at the beginning of the book, and then at the end you get critical essays, history, bibliography, that sort of thing. Priceless for students, and also, of any age. These 2 are a new edition of Candide and a new edition of Jude the Obscure. So that's your classic happy face and sad face in one package. I'm sure that pairing was unintentional, but still, it's kind of funny. Oh, and there's a lovely note from Norton. They're such nice people. All right, next up we have this one. What have we here? Night of the Animals. You see that in the glare? This is by Bill Brune. I've already read it. I have ARC up on the shelf. I would show it, but I'm sure that I would destroy the video. My work shelves are rather staggered. This is great. It's absolutely right. I think it comes out in July. Yeah, it comes out in July, and it was transformatively good for me. I loved it. I don't know how much of the plot summary I can do here, though, without... Over the course of a single night in 2052, a homeless man named Cuthbert Handley sets out on an astonishing quest to release the animals of the London Zoo. When he was a young boy, Cuthbert's grandmother told him he inherited a magical ability to communicate with the animal world, a gift she called the Wonderments. Ever since his older brother's death in childhood, Cuthbert has heard voices. These maddening whispers must be the Wonderments, he believes, and recently they have promised to reunite him with his lost brother and bring about the coming of the Lord of Animals if he fulfills this curious request. The book pays off on that. It is a perfect example of the kind of book that straddles the dividing line between what most readers would consider literary fiction and science fiction, the territory occupied by Cormac McCarthy and Margaret Atwood. Can't recommend it highly enough. In July we will talk about it. So that's that, The Night of the Animals. All right, we're doing fine so far. Let's see the next one. This is one of these pull packages. They have a little tab that you pull. Never gets the book out all the way completely, and the package itself is an extra bonus. It's full of flaking asbestos. This is a Mark Billingham, Die of Shame. Nice big thriller from the British Thrill Master. I wonder if his wife calls him that. Every Monday evening, 6 people gather in a smart North London house to talk about shame. A respected doctor, a well-heeled housewife, a young male prostitute. They could not be more different. All they have in common is a history of addiction. But when one member of the group is murdered, it quickly becomes apparent that someone else in the circle is responsible. The investigation is hampered by the strict confidentiality that binds these individuals and their therapists together, making things difficult for Detective Inspector Nicola Tanner. Who lugged her in? I was ready for a thriller with just the group solving the mystery. A woman who can appreciate the desire to keep personal matters private. If she is to find the killer, she will need to use less obvious means. The question is, what could be shameful enough to cost someone their life? And how do you find the truth when secrets, lies, and denial are second nature to all of your suspects? Oh, doesn't that sound good? All right, let's, now this one, fairly big. Let's see what it is. Oh, we're doing fine today. This is the new book from Alison Weir. This is Katherine Ragan. It's a gigantic biography of the first wife of Henry VIII, his anointed queen, the daughter of Ferdinand and Isabella of Spain. This is comes to me from Random House. It comes out on the very last day of May, and I already know I will be reviewing this for the Christian Science Monitor. It will be I don't think we're doing it in the first week of May, and I don't think we're doing it in the second week of May. There are other things that are coming up for the early part of May that might be more important. I have my schedule here, but if I look for it, I'll destroy the video. But anyway, I will be reviewing this, and that's always a nice feeling. And then our last one, look at the size of this thing. I have no idea what could possibly warrant a package this big. But let's see what it is. Oh, wonderful. This is Paul Andrew Hutton. This is the Apache Wars. This comes out in May, I think. Just look at the size of this. Look at the size of this cell sheet. It's enormous. Oh, it's got the cast of characters. Isn't that good? Isn't that good? Yeah, this comes out in early May. And this is... I don't think I will be reviewing this book except for Open Letters, my darling Open Letters. But if I were, and even if I am, I gotta tell you, from the other side of the aisle, from the reviewer's standpoint, this sort of thing is invaluable. You're going through the review, you're getting sick of, thumbing backwards from the index. You want a quick thumbnail of who it is you're talking about so that you can concentrate on other things, like, is the prose good? Does the research flow? Are there omissions? You don't want to be thinking, well, is it Al Sieber or is it Mickey Free that I'm thinking about here? Because you're not the expert that the author is. So that's great. And it's a fascinating subject anyway. Of course, airbrush from history. The Texas school system won't even allow the Indian Wars to be mentioned in the textbooks that they buy. When it was not only a genocidal campaign, but the battles were actually fairly impressive. Most of the time, the Apaches were not wimpy opponents. They were a thoroughgoing warrior culture who knew the land. So, it's a big military subject, and this is a nice, big, serious book to deal with it. So I will read this eagerly in May. And there you have it. That was 5 books. There, let's get them all together. There's the Apache Wars, Katherine Ragan, Die of Shame, Night of the Animals, and no, it was actually 6 because we got 2 from Norton. There's Candide and Jude the Obscure. Look at that. Oh, that's a fine start for the day. And we'll do this again. This is just too much fun. So I'll see you next time. Thank you, BookTube.